answer the question, can a father be a father and basically not live in a home? I just want to say, yeah and no,
I'm gonna piggyback off of that, but go
because
ahead.
like you said, what?
I'm gonna talk on that too, but go ahead.
Oh, word, yeah and no. I believe it all just depends on how active that father is and how he learn how to, pair with that child without being inside of that household.
Mhm.
But that's my closing answer.
Oh, yeah, Rod.
Just going off of that, just how does he learn how to pair with that child without being inside of that household? I mean, I can only speak from the child's perspective. I can't necessarily speak from the father's perspective because I'm not a father. But I am a child. You know what I'm saying? And I know what it was like to not have my pop in the crib with me.
Right.
Um, and what I wanted from my pop and what I want from my pop now. I think that at the end of the day, it's all about connection. It's all about how you connect and how you resonate with your child. At what level is that for you? For my pop, it was more of the leisure side of things. You know what I'm saying? The things that I do in my free time, and that's how we kind of connected. But what I wanted was more of the I wouldn't say business, but the things that were more pertinent in my life, more serious or important in my life. I wanted to be able to come to him about those things. So it's all about how you connect, you know, with your child, and what level you connect with them. But what I will say is, I'm grateful that I can connect with my pop on the level that I am or the level that I do, because if we didn't connect there, then we wouldn't have a relationship. You
Mm.
know what I'm
And I'm
saying?
going to piggyback off of that, and I'm going to piggyback off of what Bub says, and I'm going to say yeah and no,
Talk.
because at the same time, my pop was there, but I still wanted my pop there. Like my pop ain't never come to a football game, no shots. My pop ain't never come to a track meet, and to me,
I feel that.
that's what was important to me.
I
Like
feel that. I
my
feel that.
pop did music, and I wanted to pursue music for the longest time as a child, but I was turned away from it.
Hmm.
And then that affected me as I grew up because now it's just like I don't. It's not what I want to do. As a kid, I was into it, but I was into it at the same time, and my pop was doing it. Like
Hmm.
he had the studio, he had the whole setup, like he had it there. Like I wanted to connect with him and do it then. As I got older, that faded.
Hmm.
The love of I'm not gonna say the love of sports faded, but like I wanted that to be a connection as well. And then high school ended it, that football ended.
Hmm.
Like I still run or whatever, but being a dad is just staying active in your kid's life. Like as long as you stay active, piggyback off of what Bub said, parent with that kid while not in the household. As long as you stay active, then like you're his dad. I call my son every day. I call my son two, three times a day
Hmm.
just to see what he doing.
Hmm.
Well, nigga don't talk. He running around with the phone all day. But for me, I don't care. As long as he send me hotters, give me kisses, and tell me you love me at the end of the night, I'm cool.
Right.
In which he does at the end of every night. Even when he with me. Send me hotters, he say night night, he give me a kiss, go to bed. So I'm gonna say yeah and no.
I feel you. I feel you.
Ronald Senior.
Hmm.
He got the extras.
Uh, well, if I'm truly being honest, I think you're always a dad, whether you're there or not.
Mm.
Um, biologically, but a father and everything that it takes to raise the child, you know what I'm saying? I think you actually have to be there and you should want to be there. You know, that's your life. You know what I'm saying? But if it's denied you,
Mm.
then you have to make your intentions known that through your actions, not just your words, but through your actions, by bearing yourself, you know what I'm saying, to them to let them know that I want to be here. These are the things that happen. This is who I am, and you make your decision on that. You know what I'm saying? Because me, I want my children to know who I am
Mhm.
above anything. No
Mhm.
matter, so they can, somebody can run up to them and say, "Your dad did this. Your dad is this." I know my father.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
If he told me about that situation, I remember him telling me about that.
Mhm.
And
Mm-hmm.
what you're saying don't line up. You know what I'm
Or it
saying?
might line
Or
up.
Facts.
It
what you're
might be.
saying, or if it does line up,
I
that's my
already
father.
know.
I knew that already. You know
Right.
what
Right.
I'm
Right.
saying? So
Mm-hmm.
I feel as though, as much as you can give your children you,
Mm.
Mhm. Mhm.
that's
That's
all
all
that
that
matters.
matters. Talk
Mhm.
about it.
You know what I'm saying?
I hear
Give
you.
them, give
Right.
them you, because
That's
money,
yeah.
toys,
They
Mm-hmm.
that crap don't mean nothing. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
they
saying?
don't
Try
even
to
remember
connect
it.
with them,
They don't even remember it at
connect
after a
with
while.
them. Yeah,
They break them Jones.
spending 5, 6 thousand, $1,000 on
A
a one
birthday
year old
party,
birthday
and they
party,
don't even
2 year
remember it.
birthday party,
They
That's
don't even remember
facts.
it.
That's
but
Nope.
facts.
they remember those times when you hugged them and you
Mm-hmm.
picked them up
They
and
remember
you
that
make them
emotional part.
smile,
Yes. Yes.
and things like that. Just
Yeah.
from being, always being there, no,
Yeah.
even if it was just for a short period of time, they
Right.
remember you being there. So
Right.
the earliest that you are in your child's life is where you make that bond, and that's
Yep.
what lasts.
Yep.
I think that's what lasts.
Yep.
I
And
hear.
going off of what all of you said, I feel as though yes, as a father, as a parent, being present is the most important thing. Not just being in the house so they can see you, not just being there so that laying in the bed, but being present. What I mean is, yes, I miss Jay's football games. I missed his track meets. I missed all of that. And the thing was, I was looking for one of my children to follow those footsteps because I couldn't do it anymore.
Mm.
When I turned 13, I couldn't run anymore. I couldn't play basketball anymore. I couldn't do nothing because of my illness. And Javon was the one that was interested in those things. And I wasn't there. I didn't show up. Because of my own issues that I was dealing with. And I realized that as I got older and became an older father. They always say how you different with the younger kids than you were with us. So with Maya and Vay, I tend to take more of an interest
Mm-hmm.
in like the stuff that they do. Like Ave and Maya wanted to do vlogging stuff, so I got them the equipment or whatever.
Pop up.
Because I wanted to
Shit.
be present,
Uh,
and I know I couldn't change what I missed with my older kids. So I felt like I was trying to make up for. I feel like I'm trying to make up for it, with the younger kids and be more present. Um, and as for just just not being there or not being available to my sons when they were younger. You know what I mean? I still deal with that emotionally, so I tend to now to try to be more involved. And now they try to get over on me a little bit. Now that they older, they try to get over because they like, yeah, we gonna get popped. So it's still with me trying to build that bond with them, and sometimes I got to remember that they're grown now, right, Ronald? I can't talk to them like I did when they were younger because they're grown men. You know what I mean? But I have to try to understand, okay, that I missed that childhood thing, but I still try to give them lessons. I still try to, help them understand certain things and involve myself in their lives a little bit more so that they can be the best fathers that they can be.
Uh, yeah. So I'd say I agree with all of y'all. I'd say, um, I can only speak from my experience. So I feel like
100%.
because my dad didn't live with me, but he was present. then I consider him a father, right? Um, how and I, I strongly feel like, you know, the type of father I would want to be, regardless of the situation with the mom. I can only hope for the best. Um, but I would want to make sure that I'm present because, like you said,
100%, bro.
all the
We
materials,
good. Close.
all the materialistic things and all that stuff don't really matter. They really just want you to be there. And a lot of things that I do now is to try to make sure that I'm there, right? So,
Right.
I mean, even me personally, I feel like, in this generation that we're in right now, society, a lot of both parents are working, right? And they're not just working 8 hour days no more. They're working 10, 12. You know what I'm saying? So how are you really there for your kid if you're working? So me, I'm trying to do everything I can to make passive money so I can then be there with my kid. You understand what I'm saying? So like, I feel like if you're not present, then you're not necessarily a parent. You can be a mom or a dad. You could have brought a child into this world, but if you're not present and you're not loving on that child, then you're not a parent.
There you go.